What?
All right. We're streaming right now. I'm gonna throw it on my Facebook, but I usually wait a few seconds because there's a delay. But we're
You're
live, or at
streaming.
least we should be. I'm just gonna do my
Oh no.
Facebook. Wait, did someone join us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Sabi's here.
my art son.
Art Papa.
Our Papa.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream for a little bit. I wanted to invite you guys to join in. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So how are you doing? How's the event after the fact?
Oh. Oh, just sleeping all day. Just catching up on that,
Sleep?
on the sleep.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck is sleep?
It's juice.
What's
Yeah.
what's juice?
Yeah, we had a lot of alcohol left. Like I had to go back and pick
Oh,
up some
really?
boxes.
Where?
Yeah, and I was like, at the venue, there was a lot of
Oh, I see.
a lot of it. And we're thinking, you know what? Next time we're gonna have to give more. We didn't know it was there.
Yeah, I don't think people. I mean, I didn't really know there was beer, and then until the end. But the problem was that we were like talking like most of the time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it was fun though, getting to know a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's hard to just drink. You know what we can do? We can do like drinking games. Maybe we can do like art drinking games. That'd be fun. That'd be so fun.
Yeah,
With competitions and
We
stuff.
gotta bring in the video games, bro.
Yeah, that's true. True, that's a lot of fun too. In our art mixes, we do that, and it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
yeah.
Um,
VR sets would be
really
cool
cool.
VR
if
sets.
it's not too expensive though.
You, wait a minute. VR sets. I don't know what that's gonna be. That
No,
sounds
no, no,
intense.
not in a while. Not in a while.
Well, unless like by the next year, like VR is like $1, which I
Dream big.
Quite possible.
yeah.
I'm down.
Anyway, yeah, man. So I thought I'd do a quick stream. I'm gonna do some painting and talk about colors. I got really inspired by Jamaro's talk, and then Kalen's talk, and then Dan's talk, and then JP's talk, and then everybody's talk, and Frank's talk, and then just hanging out with people too. That was a lot of fun. And so I thought I'd do some color stuff as well as do some painting. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to have an opportunity for you to talk too about like your whole experience with it, because I know we were talking here and there, but I could tell everybody was fatigued. And like I said, like after the event, I want to kind of see how you felt about it, Zabby, since you're here, and you too, Kayla. Let's have it go first though.
Oh well. First of all, it felt a little empty once everything finished because for the
Your
for the whole
soul.
weekend.
Your soul.
Yeah, for the whole weekend. This was like our life basically. It was big change. It was really really fun. But the whole time we were thinking about ways to improve it. Like it just our minds couldn't stop thinking about it, and
Sure.
about the technical issues or like what to add, what not to add, and just a lot of fun really. I just wish I had more time to relax and talk to people more because I know that I was running around everywhere. I barely got to know a lot of people.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. Maybe next year you got to make that part of it much easier for yourself, right? So that way you don't have to run around every second. Um, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think it was good though. I think you did a great
Yeah.
job.
Thank you. It was really a good experience overall.
Yeah, it was fun. Everyone had a great time.
Yeah. What was your experience, Caleb?
I mean, it was good. I mean, it's better than what I could have hoped for. You know, because I know we were kind of stressing about making sure we get the numbers and making sure that people enjoy the event. Anytime you do something for the first time, there's always going to be some kind of worries, here and there.
Yeah.
So I think probably me and Denzel and Zabi both were all kind of, worried about certain things. That's why we're kind of doing all that, pushing things really, really hard, doing the videos, making the free Gumroads, like anything that we could do to kind of just push that event,
Yeah.
so that people could understand what's happening. I think that was definitely like a big challenge. And then even like our first day, when I had gotten there, we were having some technical difficulty issues. which kind of like small things. Well, not really small things. That could have been a big thing in terms of making things not work or not be as efficient as possible. And definitely everyone's kind of like, oh shit. But at the same time, like I figured they were gonna figure things out, and I was like, you know what, don't freak out. Like it's gonna be fine. And I think definitely Denzel and Zavi were definitely kind of like super worried all the time. But I think for good reason, obviously, because it's because it just showed how much they cared about the event, which is great. Anytime someone it's just when they have so much emotionally invested, that the next year's Edge Control is going to be just as good, just because you could see how much love and energy they put in. Like you could really tell that this was their baby and that they wanted everything to be perfect. And to me, it was. There's definitely room for improvement, but just the overall experience was great. I really couldn't have asked for anything better. And so much so to the point where you can see it on social media in terms of just like what's going down, of like people that are like, oh man, I wish I would have went. Oh man, that was amazing. Like, oh, are you gonna be here next year? And just when people already start thinking about next year or just thinking about what's gonna happen, that's always a good thing to me to kind of hear, because that really means that people really resonated with what we were trying to do, which was kind of build a community and bring it together. And that's what I want for them. I want them to kind of be able to do whatever they want with Edge Control. Who knows what it can be. And so I'm really glad that it worked out, and that everyone. I was just really happy that everyone had a great time. And I actually really like the city of Toronto, and I've never been there before, and I had a really good time. So. Even like Danny and Jamara, right? They're always kind of talking about, man, like Toronto, so much fun. We should definitely come back again. And it's like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. So that's my experience, was that the people were very, very kind. Everyone was very polite.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Except for that one bar.
No. The event, everybody was super awesome. But outside, I'm breaking that myth that Canadians are polite. I think they're just
not.
as rude as us Americans.
I thought everyone, all my taxi drivers, all my people, they were all like
really?
super nice.
Man,
yeah, dude.
We must have got the bad part of town or something. Zabby.
Yeah.
You took
Sorry.
a slow. All right, so this is
every Uber driver that I had, they were like just really, really polite, very, very nice. And I was like, because I've had some like just kind of lame Uber drivers that are just like get out of my car like situation, like get in my car and then get the fuck out of my car.
Really?
I did not have any issues with that, and I was actually very, very surprised. So overall, like I had an awesome time. And,
yeah, me too.
And even my fiance was like, "Oh, it looks like you were having so much fun out there." And I was like, "Yeah, you got to come next year." She's like, "I would like to." So I was like, "Yeah, definitely."
Yeah, it'd be nice. Mother.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, you can't come. It's bros only." She's like, "What?" But yeah, like overall, it's a great experience. Like I could really resonate with people. People were very, very kind. They were just like, oh man, like they were so nice. People were so nice out there.
They were. I agree.
Let me really appreciate.
Let me read some of the things that people were saying. So we got Mama Do, we got Megan. What's up? She just says Anthony Jones. That's all she says. Megan Miller, Anthony Jones. Cool. Perfect time, says Abdul. Tebow, what's up? He grabbed some popcorn. Cool. Kyle, hello there. Back to you, Mr. Towns. Romaine, Randall, hey, I draw. And then Sean, what's up, Sean? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't know what your work looks like, but I'm sure I love it too. I'm sure I'm a fan. Peter, what's up? I have a question. Can you tell me why I get tired and stiff faster than when I use Cintiq instead of pens and pencils? I'll get back to that. Hold on to that question, y'all. All right, try to remember that one, Kaylin. Let's see what else. Respect for you guys organizing the event. Thanks, Sam. Yeah,
thank you.
Thank Denzel and Zabby and Kaylin too. They did most of all the work. Michael, what's up, Mike? Christian, who's talking? So I have Zabby here. Maybe you don't know. Zabby, if you go into my Facebook, post your link to your stuff so people know who you are and the kind of stuff you did. But Zabby is the person that ran the event over him and
Sure.
Denzel ran the event over at in Toronto. Maybe he can send you the link to the site too, so you can see what it was about. What's up,
Okay.
Billy?
Yeah.
Sebastian. What's up, Sebastian? Guys, do you think it's important to at the intermediate when someone is study, etc., to have monitor with wide gamut like 100% sRGB, maybe Adobe RGB, or even 15.6? This is like super technical. Get a good computer, bro. A good monitor,
Yes.
bro. Life's good. I think at that point, like if you're really at that level, yes, there's a difference. Yes, there's some subtle changes between software and hardware. As long as it's not like abrasive, I mean, you shouldn't worry about it. You should worry about like, do you have good values? Do you have good color theory, right? Because those, no matter how your gamut is, those will not be cured. You know, like those very subtle stuff, yes, right? Like that pink is not the pink that I imagined, but it's still pink, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the other question too about the Cintiq and PS4, bro, or PS4 Pro. Yeah, I saw that just today. Looks cool. Rochelle, what's up? Hector, now I want to draw. Draw, brother. Pull up a sketchbook, start drawing. Steven, can someone get an event going in the South? I live in, is it Georgia? Is that what it is? And all the things are always so far away from me. I'm gonna stop
Yes.
there. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm painting, by the way, Justin. I'm drawing. I'm gonna do some color too, but I'm starting to get back into line a little bit, like because after seeing Jamaro, I was like, dude, that's so fun. It looks so fun, and it also helps focus on the design. So I want to get back into that. Something new for me to try to get good at. I'm not great at lines, but I'm not bad either. I think it's time to accept my fate. Um, all right, so first we'll answer the Cintiq question, and then we'll answer the event question. Yeah. Because I think that's a really good question to ask, and I'm going to tell you the answer to that. And Zabby can help with that as well as Kaylin.
Definitely.
But
Sure.
first, let's talk about the Cintiq thing. So why do you get tired of Cintiq versus paper, or pencil and paper? Well, there's a few factors. One, Cintiq's like, depending on if you have like an arm rig or some shit like that, you know, you might have to like be physically leaning or positioned in a way that you can draw, right, on the Cintiq. Where a paper and pencil, you can be like laying down on the couch, or you can be like, you know, legs up, folded over each other, arms, or you can be at a coffee table, or the paper pencil situation is much easier to evolve your, you know, your position, like where you're sitting or how you're sitting, etc. Your Cintiq might not be, and that might like you might actually get your shoulders will start to cramp up because you're propped up a little bit more. I remember that happened to me a lot when I worked at Sony, because I had to work on a Cintiq when I was Sony, and so what I did was I had like get like a little like armrest thingy that I put my arm. Sometimes when I first did, I used my I would use like my sweater or something, and I would just like fold it up. But then like, you know, eventually I switched back to the tablet, so I don't have that problem anymore. But even then, like you can have a setup where it's comfortable. It's all about comfort, right? You just got to get it to be very, very comfortable. And if it's not, then yeah, you know, try to make it comfortable. I don't know how I would go about it. I don't use a Cintiq um, anymore, and I'm not a Cintiq advocate, meaning like I don't use it enough to kind of give genuine advice outside of what I just told you. That's just my own personal experiences, but I would suggest like looking into it. But now the event question, someone who's asking about the event. So here's the thing: why don't you make the event? You know, why
Yeah,
don't you?
Babby.
Yeah, why don't you consider being the person that brings it to
Bab.
your city, your state, or your country?
Right.
Because this is the same problem that Zabby and Denzel ran into. Zabby and Denzel were like, "Hey, you know, there's a huge art scene here in Toronto, but nobody, you know, there's not enough. Like, there's only a few, and we want more. And like, what do you think we should do about that? Like, how do we go around that?" And I told them the same thing. I said, "Just make your own." And
Yeah.
then they're like,
Yeah.
"What? Like, you mean we can make it?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" They're like, "Well, we don't know what to do. Like, we don't know like ramifications." Like, "Well, I can tell you. Like, you just get a venue and fly out to the artists and have them have a place to stay, and that's pretty much it." I mean, it sounds easy. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that's really it, right? And they're like, "Oh, we could do that. We can look at the venues and we can check it out. We can get the numbers. And I said, yeah. And really, honestly, all you have to do is that part, and then we can get you the artist, right? Because I know a lot of people. I have a lot of close friends. If you guys do the groundwork to find the venues, give us an idea where the hotels are going to be, and all that, like if we have a place to stay, sleep, and all that stuff, that's really it. Like we don't need much more than that, right? And then depending on how well it does, then the more you can give to the artists, like whether you can give them a better hotel or better access to things, or put more money into the event, you know. But bare minimum, bring us there, right? And they did. They brought us there, and we did the talk, and it was great, you know. And so, you know, when people ask me like, "What do you do?" I mean, the obvious answer, aside from what I just told you, is just go to events anyway. Like, you think that there's someone else in Georgia or your country or whatever. You think that there's no one else in your country that goes and travels to these events, and they have similar circumstances to you, whatever that may be. Trust me, if you don't believe that, trust me, there is. There's people that probably have it worse off than you and found ways to travel and get to where they need to go. And I'm not saying that these people would be traveling all the time, and I'm not saying that you should travel all the time. I'm just saying you can at least go once a year somewhere reasonable. Like, you really can. If you really work for it, you can totally do it. You can take a part-time job somewhere, and then bam, you have money that you can save up to get a plane ticket, hotel, and the ticket to the event, and go to the event, right? I mean, if you think about like the most expensive event that's probably out there for us artists is like THU, right? So that's an event worth spending all that kind of money, because I sent a student there and he got a job. You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, he was like, I don't know if I can go. Like, I don't have the money, and like it's like a bad timing, and they already sold the tickets. It's like, dude, I know Andre. Andre's a really nice guy, and we're really good friends. I'll ask him if he has an extra ticket. If he does, will you go? And he's like, what? Are you serious? I was like, yeah. So it's like, okay. And I did. And I had him get the ticket. He had to get a place. He literally didn't have a place to stay, like, up until the point. He had, like, figured it out, like, when he got there, I think. But he figured it out, and then he just did the thing. And he talked to some of the people there, and they were super impressed with his work. And then he had a great opportunity. Not, let alone, he had a great experience. He told me it was like, not only was it a good opportunity, he had a huge experience. Right? It was super awesome. But let's go back to that event. It's pretty expensive to both just go get a place to stay there and all that stuff, right? But I mean, it's a life-changing event. You know, like, yes, it may cost you potentially $1,000 or even $2,000 or something like that for the whole trip. But you're saying to me you can't save $2,000 over a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, right? And that's like the most expensive event. You know, there are events much cheaper where the only thing that you need to do is get a plane ticket and a place to stay, and things are becoming easier because we have what you call it, Airbnbs, you know, stuff like that, like Ubers. Like, there's like services out there that make things like this even easier to go to. So my next question to people, like the person that asked that question, is really like, well, like, how dedicated are you to making a change? Because it is a change, and it is going to be a very scary thing to do the thing that I was telling you that you can do. But if this is something that you're willing to do for your career, then I don't see what the danger is, really. You know, because I can't think of any person that went to the Edge Control event specifically that would be like, oh, I don't think it was worth it. I didn't meet anybody that was disappointed. You know what I mean? Yes, we had technical difficulties. Yes, things that weren't like smooth as nails, but the experience was still amazing. And that was the same when we had one in Brazil. That was the same when we went to Toronto with you guys. The same when we went to Spain.
Snail?
Smooth as snail. Smooth as nails. I guess that's the saying. I'm making it now. It's a saying now.
Nails are like rough. You gotta pound them into the ground. Like, what?
Anyway, yeah, that's what it was. It went smooth as nails. But you get my point. It went smooth, and or it didn't go smooth. but it's
Smooth as sandpaper on your balls.
smoother than sandpaper on a sandy beach riding on top of a skateboard. Super smooth.
A humid day.
On a humid day wearing a leather jacket. That's not smooth at all, bro.
Yeah, that's.
Anyway, you guys get my point. Like, it didn't go smooth, but it didn't have to because we were all there. People were, moved, and they had an opportunity to see change in their life. And that's kind of my point. Getting back to your thing, like, and you don't have to make a big event either. Like, I was talking to my students this morning, right? And I was telling them, hey, just do sketch groups. Like, it doesn't have to be big. Like, don't think it has to be all or nothing. Just do something today. Start doing something today. Do some art today. Why are you waiting for others to bring it to you? In fact, like, I think some people were even with this event were like, hey, we should bring it to this place because it's closer to where I live. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You come to we brought it to your goddamn country already. Like, come on, man. They're like, what? No, bring it in my backyard, bro. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously, there's still people that would complain. It happened with the Brazil, too, the Brazil trip. I remember people were messaging me before the trip that my student Lucas set up for us, right? Lucas was like, I'm going to do it in my city because that's all I know. I only know Curitiba, And I said, that sounds fine. He's like, I know people are going to complain. Like, you're going to hear it. People are going to be like, bring it to Sao Paulo. But, like, I don't know Sao Paulo. I don't live there. He's like, I'm like really far from that place. And I was like, okay, I believe you. I trust you. He's like, don't worry. And he did. He put together one of the best events I've ever been to be honest. Right? And everyone there loved it, and it was great. But before we left, like, people were complaining. He told me, he warned me of it, and people were messaging me like, hey, you should have done it in Sao Paulo because that's a better spot. He's like, oh, I can't go to this event because it's just too far. I just can't do it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I really did. I felt genuinely upset. And I said, we'll work towards it. And to be honest, we were thinking about going to Sao Paulo, but for different reasons, because we know somebody that goes there or lives there. And so anyway, I was like, I felt bad because I don't know much about Brazil. And when we get there, we show up. The event's amazing. It's great. Everything's awesome. And as the event's going, I was asking people how they felt. Or where they came from and how they felt about the event, etc. And a lot of the people came from Sao Paulo, right? And I was like, wait a minute, like, so many of you guys are here. Like, how I thought Sao Paulo was really far. And one person's like, what? No, it's like a 5-hour drive, or like a half an hour or 45-minute flight. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's actually really close. Yeah, I drove here. I was like, what? And then when he told me that, or some of the people told me that, it made me think about those people that were upset or complaining. And not to say these people were genuinely mad or like what are you doing? Do it here. They weren't like, they were just, they just told me why they couldn't go, right? And that's kind of the contrast, as I'm trying to say. Like, they were giving reasons why they couldn't go, where people that were in the same circumstance were asking, how can I go? And they found a way. And so
yeah. Big thing about that.
Yeah, like, it's all about perspective. If you're worried about how it's impossible for you to get somewhere, then yeah, you're right. It's going to be impossible. You're absolutely right. Nothing I can do to argue that. But if you're the opposite, if you think, well, how can I go, right? Then you're in a different state of mind. You're not worried about the things that could go wrong. You're thinking about how things can go right. And so, I mean, and I want Zabby to talk about this too, actually. Before we'll let you go, Kay. I know you started a conversation, but
yeah, I totally agree with what you said there. Because now those are the same people that you'll see that will then message you later and be like, "Oh man, it looks so much fun. I wish I could have went." And it's like, you totally could have. You just didn't want to. Like, you weren't sure about the event, so you wanted other people to go. That can happen sometimes because anytime it's the first event, no one wants to take that risk of it being like super, super awesome, or like maybe it's going to be whack because it's like the first year. So then people don't want to go. So they're like, okay, you can go. Then if it's tight, then let me know. And then that always happens. And then after they find out that it's tight, they're like, oh my God, like I should have went. Or I was going to come, but I just couldn't make it out there. So,
And some of those reasons are real, I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty for not going to places. I'm just saying there were people that were, justifiably complaining. And I'm talking to those people specifically, not the people that genuinely they couldn't go
Yeah,
even though they
of
wanted to.
course.
And so it's
Yeah.
like I'm speaking to those specific people because there were some, man, and I know, and you know who you are, and you should think about that. Think about like why, this is the same kind of person that complains about why they don't feel like they get opportunities, why they don't feel like this is a very specific breed of person, and I'm trying to tell you like you don't have to be that person anymore. Like you can be something else, right? And I mean, Zabby, like, what is your experience about this whole thing about like actually making it happen?
Well, initially, the main reason we brought you guys here is because we want to meet you guys, right? And we could have, Denzel and I could have gone the easy way. We could have been like, okay, you save up like $2,000 to $3,000, I save up $2,000 to $3,000, and whenever they go somewhere around the world, we'll go visit that place, and we're just gonna see them. But no, it doesn't. You don't have to be very rich to host an event in the first place.
Yeah.
The risk doesn't come from the money. Like the main risk is like, will I be able to? Will I be dedicated? Like, if you're not dedicated, that's the risk. That's the biggest risk. Because like we didn't have to put down a lot of money to make it happen, but what it did take was a lot of time. So
Yeah, because you had to like.
so
constantly
we decided, yeah,
Yeah, you guys had to
So,
set up a website. You had to like do newsletters. You had to reach out to people. You were doing advertisements. Yeah, it's all the other stuff. Yeah.
of course people are busy. They have things happening in their life, but it doesn't mean that Denzel and I were sitting there 24 hours a day for a full year just constantly focusing on this event. Yeah, but you can do it on your own time, on your spare time, because you can take like a year or a year and a half to plan it all. And you're not gonna cause any distractions to your work, to your personal life, but at the same time something great will happen, right? And that's what I want people to know, that one, you don't have to be rich. Two, it's not that much of like a financial risk. And three, you just have to be very, very dedicated. Because once you go through with it, there's no backing down. And the main reason you don't want to back down is because there's a lot of people that believe in you and that are like depending on this event to happen. There are a lot of people like looking forward to it.
Yeah, you guys did a good
Wait,
job.
And you're creating a brand. I mean, there were some
Yeah.
people that had asked me, they're like, yo, like, how many people are run Edge Control? Like, is this like a big company? Like, what? And I'm like, it's just two people, dude. This is two people that, like, said that, you know what? Like, I'm going to create something. That's all it was. And they're like, oh, really? But you wouldn't know from just the professionalism of it, from the website to the, the video. Like, it's kind of funny, actually. I opened up my laptop today because I had to give a paint over that I did at the event to an artist. And so when I opened up my laptop, I saw a video file on my desktop that I didn't recognize. And I was like, what the hell is this video on my laptop? And I was like, oh, it's the little teaser thing that you guys made where it's kind of going through all the different artists, it's like kind of like the background screensaver.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah. And
Right.
I don't think I actually looked at it officially until now, because before it's kind of in the background while I'm demoing. And then like I saw like the animation of like how the letters came up and stuff like that, and then it said "get educated," and I was like, oh shit! I was like, that's awesome. And I didn't even think about that term, like "get educated," and I was like, oh shit! Like you would think that like someone is like a full-on company that made all this because of like the business cards. Even your brother like gave me a business card at the end of it. He's like, hey, here's my business card. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we
Like
never
I
did
don't
that.
have any. I was like, but I'll hit you on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's the most unprofessional thing I could ever say. But I was just so impressed by like even actually the moment that I knew that I was gonna be tight actually is when I walked into the event and I saw the banners that you guys made. That like we didn't even ask you to make. Like you had the banners, and I was like, I think I took a picture of it and threw it in the chat, and I was like, oh shit, guys, this is real. Like we got to show up now, because then I saw all the shirts, and I didn't even know you guys were gonna do shirts until obviously you told us like at the dinner, and I saw all the shirts, and the shirts like really really nice. Like I still wore mine. I was wearing mine like the other day, and I was just wearing it because like it looked cool, not even because like you guys gave it to me, but I'm like, this is a nice shirt, and I was just like, oh shit, this is getting real. Like it was really well done. So I think people are just surprised of like how much two people, plus people
Wait,
behind you
Hold
kind
on
of
just a
helping.
second. I think Dan wants to jump in on this. Hold on. Go ahead. I want to be. If you don't see me painting, it's because I'm typing them.
But I was just impressed by how just two people with an idea could then essentially rally people around you, you know, and that's kind of a shout out to your family, to all the supporters, to all the volunteers that came through. You know, you'd be surprised that, you know, at first you feel like you're alone in the situation, but I'm sure as you found out, once you kind of, you know, realized your dream or your goal and you were dedicated to doing it, I would assume that people kind of were like, I want to help, like I want to make this happen.
Yeah, for sure. Because like once you take initiative and people like the initiative you're taking, the support will come. It's inevitable, and you can do these things alone. But I would recommend in the beginning having at least a buddy or two to be there, because three heads are better than one, of course, right? And the branding stuff basically is really. I'm thankful to Denzel. Because, like, you know, we were all, like, brainstorming stuff. And when Denzel came up with this edge control theme, we're like, that's it. Like, we're just going to put that all over, everywhere. And, you know, be consistent with it, stick with it. And with that, a lot of things came through. Like, the animation was, like, a separate thing we did at the end, but thanks to another friend Denzel knew. See, what you have to do is just make it start. And people out there will help you. Yeah.
That's what it's about. I mean,
hey, Dan said he was going to jump in. Do you have Dan on your Skype contacts?
McGowan? Wait.
No, Dan Levisi.
Oh shit, Levisi. No, I don't think I do.
All right.
Yeah.
If you're listening on this, Dan, message me.
Yeah, message him. But yeah, that's the thing. Is initiative is like you were, and I tell people that always want to do like Kickstarters and stuff like that and whatnot, and I'm like, you want to be in a position where this whatever you want to do is going to happen with or without you. So you can either come along for the ride or you can sit back and watch it. And so I think when you guys took that initiative, that was like, hey, if you want to help, that's cool, but we're going to do it regardless. It may take a little bit longer, but it's going to happen with or without you. And I think when you guys took that initiative, people are like, oh shit, let's get behind these guys because these guys have a lot of momentum. The next thing you know, you kind of have this army of people that are willing. You know, I was surprised when you said, oh, like we're gonna have a dinner with the volunteers, and I was like, wait, we have volunteers? I was like, what's this, Comic-Con? And then all these volunteers that were like, hey man, we're really happy to have you. And I was like, shit, where did you get like all these slaves from? I was like, did you like pay them? Did you like, you know what I mean? I was like, dude, we have like, there are people like, hey, need water? They need everything. I was just like, wow, it's so crazy that just one idea from you guys spawned all these people that were like, yeah, like I am down. Like I am down to help with the cause and I want to be in this event. And I don't think, no, he's not in here yet. Okay. So that just kind of shows that momentum can be infectious, especially when your cause is just. And I think you guys really showed that very, very well, that it was like, we're going to do this. So either you want to be a part of it or you don't. And I think you guys, and I'm sure when you asked certain people, they weren't like, oh man, do I have to be a volunteer or do I have to like make business cards? They're like, yeah, sure, let's do it, dude. Like I'm down to help, because people knew what you guys were trying to do would benefit everybody. And I think that's a really awesome thing, that when your cause benefits so many people, then people are way more down. So like I'm really excited if you're gonna have us again. You're probably tired of us by now.
Oh no, we're gonna have it again, and you're coming.
But if you guys have it again, like I'm definitely down, and I'd want to stay a little bit longer, just so I can kind of go. Oh God, there's a Levisi in here.
There's a Levisi. The rare Levisi Pokemon.
The rare Levisi Pokemon he spawned, dude.
Or is it me, AJ?
This sounds nothing like me. You guys are racist. You just do a deep voice, and you're like, that's me. No,
I was telling Jacqueline like his impersonation, and Jacqueline was like, that is how AJ talks, and I was like,
let me hear it.
Yeah, but now imagine with like the voice. We're gonna call your wife one day, and she's not gonna know. We're gonna call Bea one time.
And then Bea like holding a pistol, aiming it at AJ, then aiming it at me.
Like, who's the real one? Who's the real one?
Listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. I can't do it right now.
Just look at her and go, it's me, AJ. He shoots you.
And he shoots the real AJ. And why'd you do that? He's like, I don't know.
I mean, let's put the voices aside. Just look at us. We're clearly different. We're glad I different people.
Yeah, right. You're like,
Still
bro,
living-
you ever seen Face Off?
No,
All I do is glasses up and down.
yeah, it's not like he changed his face. He looks the same. He's the same. he just changes her voice, and she can't figure it out.
But if she saw Face
the-
Off, she would know that that might be some undercover shit, dude.
Yeah, it's so
That
funny.
was a great, it's a great movie.
It is.
Terrible, great movie.
Yeah, Livisi's in here though. Like, how did you like the event? I know you loved it, but what was your perspective on the whole edge control stuff?
Oh, edge control.
Yeah, we're just talking about some edge controls.
Hey, that thing you were just at.
What it,
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't remember
What's
anything.
that control? How was
No,
it?
I had an
was it
amazing
wrong?
time. I actually really enjoyed it. Probably one of the best workshops I've been to.
Sure.
Wanted to stay longer, in fact.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm
for
gonna
real.
quote you on that. I'm gonna put on our website.
Dan Levisi
Got
said
Got
he
ya.
wants to stay longer.
No, that's good.
Yeah, no, I just really, like everyone was cool. Beautiful places. I wish we could have seen a few more of the sites. But yeah, I had a really good time.
Oh yeah, especially Niagara Falls. We're gonna take you next year if you're coming.
Yeah, there's a casino there too, so we can go to the casino. That'd be fun.
Oh, Niagara Falls. Let's do that, dude.
Wait, what did you say, Galen? Niagara?
Yeah, you said it in a weird way.
That's what Jacqueline said. She's like, "Did you go to Niagara Falls?" And I was like, "Are you serious right now?"
Dude, that's what my friend gets mixed up with La Cienega.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
she
what-
gets
Wait, what is?
said La Cienega. That is AJ, right?
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, we hear you.
Never mind.
I just don't know what you just said. It doesn't matter. Just let it go. Let it go. Yeah, no, yeah, we should go to Niagara for sure. That was great. It's good. It's like it's really wet. Yeah, it's
It
really
is,
There's,
wet.
there's a waterfall, so I would assume.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah, but-
you don't expect the kind of wet I'm talking about. Like it's like just even the air is just like wet. You get
Yeah,
like you leave, you get
mist.
super. Yeah, but like I didn't expect it to be that
I was
crazy.
been there
Like,
before.
yeah. Like you have to like be prepared to be wet, even though you're.
Yeah, you got to get like trash bags and stuff and put them.
Always prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put your phone in a bag or something.
yeah.
But it's all good during the summer. Helps you cool off a bit.
Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
complaining about it. I'm just saying, like I was not prepared, and I was super wet. And
Yeah,
my
dude.
soggy sandals,
true.
gross.
So I'm curious, Abby, if you're comfortable talking about that kind of stuff online. What do you think something you'd want to see see done next year? Because it was a great event. I had a blast, and it's probably one of the best
Yeah.
I've seen. But I'm just curious on what you were thinking. Like, you know what, this would be tight next year if we did it this way. My opinion or my suggestion is more video games. I need some more Street Fighter there.
That's true. Yeah.
I was sneaking
Actually-
away, playing your volunteers in Street Fighter. I was like, yeah,
That
we
was
need
a
to have more tournament.
that was a suggestion my little brother gave. If you still remember him, he was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, there's some people are bored. We should have like games there." And I was like, "You know what? That's not bad. That's a good idea."
Yeah, most people are gamers.
should.
Yeah.
And anything to do with like just art competitions or anything like that, sketching here and there, that'd be cool. More of that would be really nice.
I definitely want like the art fight club. I want Jamar to come back and organize one, and then we'll have prizes. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. That'd be really really dope.
let's have like an event where we do like the art fight club. We could do like kind of an after party. We have like a little Smash Brothers tournament or whatever, like Street Fighter tournament, art fight club, and then just have prizes for all the different things like that. Yeah, that would definitely be fun. I was definitely having a good time with that.
Yeah, those are for sure some of the things we were thinking about. And other than that, it was just more like how to make things a little more convenient, like such as like having food trucks ordered around the venue here and there, so people can just come out and
Teen
just
food
get.
trucks, Abby?
Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah, I had to keep eating potatoes. Just kept on eating fries because
We'll have a vegan truck for you, AJ. Don't worry about it.
yeah. The
please.
vegan truck.
I think in the future, what I'm gonna
Definitely.
do, I'm just gonna carry around a shopping cart with just some fruits and vegetables, and just like some plants, just grow plants there.
I don't know. Honestly, we completely forgot about that, so it's our fault. We are gonna compensate next year
Sorry.
at least.
Sorry, just don't let it happen again.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I
garden
won't.
in his
I learned my
the
lesson.
hotel room.
Yeah, it's funny because everyone's like, "Luke, let's go get Korean barbecue." And I'm like, "Great, great," but we never go. Great, great, God damn it, great. No, there was we never went though, so it didn't. I actually
Yeah,
wanted you guys to
the
go because they
a
had
really
like.
good place was closed down. That's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things I thought would be really good would to possibly to incorporate more of kind of a sketch group within the event as well. That kind of happened on the last day. It felt like
Yeah.
where I had my laptop out, so did John, so did Jamaro, and even AJ busted it out towards the end. And everyone was kind of like hanging around, kind of talking. I think we should have some stuff like that too at the next event. Should it happen? Because I felt like that was kind of interesting as well. Because I think sometimes when we're demoing, and you have to be like very very quiet, and you have to like and it's kind of like this big giant space. It's like a stage, and then the big like almost like freaking b-boy dance floor, and then it's like stadium seating. Whereas I think when we were kind of out and about in the main hall area, and we were all just kind of like just drawing and hanging out and drinking. It very much reminds me of sketch group, and that was kind of great just because some people that were kind of a little bit shy, I think, to ask questions in front of everybody were then more approachable because they'd be like, hey man, like I just want to say hi and I have some questions for you, and it's like, oh word. And then it even came to the point where I was doing demos. I was kind of painting over people's work and just giving them advice and stuff like that. So
that's an awesome idea.
I think there should definitely be a time where we can all do that, where it's just almost we all just kind of just get some tables and all just draw together and hang out, and then kind of just it feels a little bit more personal, a little bit less kind of formal, and then you can kind of just do what you want to do. But that's something that I would definitely want to incorporate in my talk. Maybe doing some more paint overs or feedback, something like that.
Oh,
like
for sure.
People. So
we're gonna open up a bigger space too. We only had the lobby for like hanging out, but then for next year we're gonna have the patio outside too, and the other south hall and maybe another room. We just want a really open space and have like our alcohol be permitted in all of those spaces too. Because I know when people are trying to go outside of that area, they're like, oh wait, you can't take that out. So yeah, for sure we're gonna set up lots of tables for sketching.
Yeah, I think that kind of to have a nice little balance of personal and impersonal kind of time with the artists would really benefit them. It was fun. I was taking pictures of it, of people just kind of like hanging out and just talking, and people. And I even had someone paint on my computer. I was like, "No, your turn, man. Like you draw something." And then he was kind of like he had layers, and we are kind of talking about like why he did what he did, and it's cool. It was like a lot more kind of interactive. So I definitely. I'm thinking of ways to be more interactive. Should I talk again next year, which is always kind of good for the students. So.
Oh, Frank's up in here.
Oh shit!
Right. Johnny
You gonna get
Frank? Yeah, Johnny is working on a sketch group. It will be up in Toronto soon. Oh, nice. Yeah. See, even.
Oh yeah, John was telling me about that at the dinner. He was like, "I'm gonna create a sketch group," and I was like, "Hell."
Oh yeah.
Dude, that guy's good.
I can't wait to hang out with this guy.
Have you seen Johnny's stuff?
Yeah, it's kind of like slapped me in the face. I was like, okay, let me take a look at it. Oh my god! It's kind of like when you walk outside and it's hot out. It's like, oh shit! Like, I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, did you see it, Dan?
Uh,
Where are you? Are you in the bathroom? Nah. You're just flushing the toilet. Where are you, bro?
You're like, no,
it hurts. It's bleeding. Is it supposed to bleed?
On cam.
I've never seen so much blood in my life. Dan, you alright, bro? Yeah, I'm just in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm just painting over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't see his stuff. Yeah, hey Frank, tell Johnny to send his stuff over to Dan to check it out, because it's dope. Yeah, because Frank's team, they're all working on their own like IPs and stuff too, which is really cool.
Oh wait, yeah, I did with the owls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the owls. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
So good.
That's Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. Yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
It's really good.
I was shocked. Yeah, like there was a lot of people that were like that, man. I was like, dang, dude, who are you people? What's going on here? You know,
Right?
like what? Why are we even here? You guys are already awesome. You know, it was cool, man. It was cool to see so many talented people
Yeah, that's what's always really refreshing when someone comes up for you to review their portfolio, and they just have amazing work.
and
It's
you're
really
just-
nice.
Yeah, and you're just like, cool, bro.
Yeah.
Yourself,
Like, am I good? And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, that's when I say like you're never gonna make it in industry, and I try to shatter their dreams before they take my jobs.
Exactly. I'm like, quick, Danny, we gotta choke this person out. I think
Yeah.
Let's see.
we just jump them. Welcome to Toronto.
Yeah, we got tomorrow up in here. Hey, Frank, if you're still in the chat, if you want to join in on the chat,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're doing.
I definitely need
working.
Frank in
Hi,
here.
Paul.
Frank was like my new surprise favorite person in Toronto that I didn't know.
Dude,
Surprise.
for
I
real.
didn't know existed.
Frank's cool.
When I was hanging out with
Yeah.
Frank, I was like, I think me and Danny were like, dude, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Super
Just like
awesome.
his comments and the stuff that he would say.
Yeah,
Like
we're-
I was like, he was just
Oh, yeah.
down for anything. I was just like,
Yeah.
dude, this guy's awesome.
Get down.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should call Frank the Get Down. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Just call him the Get Down.
I like the name you came up with.
Oh yeah, Frank Hung.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. You should be proud of that name, Frank Hung. Yeah, he's super cool, man. Like we were just like, hey, are you cool? We're gonna go out a little longer. Yeah, fuck that. Let's go. We're like, what? Like it wasn't just like, I don't know. Let me think about
Yeah,
it.
like,
He's just like, yeah, I'll drive. Let's go. He just pulls out
I'm
a
here. I'm already here. What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Starts
Oh, that was a
screaming.
good impersonation, though.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Get on the freight train! We're like, whoa! Calm down, dude. Take it easy. And he's like, you guys like to party? Yeah, he pulls out just a line of crack.
Pulls up his flat of his boxers.
He was like crack on his forearm. He just, all right, who's next? Who wants to go next? We're like, whoa, Frank, we just want to hang out, bro. No, he didn't do any of that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be shocked if he did. That's all I'm saying.
He goes hard in art and in life.
Yeah,
And I
he goes
appreciate
super hard. Yeah, Frank is awesome. Yeah, Frank, if you want to jump in. Yeah, see, there he is. Yeah, sure.
Martha wants to get it too.
They're both working.
it. Wait, isn't he at work?
Yeah, they're like, I
They're
don't
like,
get, I don't
hey,
get
Jamara,
too
can you get back to? Hey, shut up.
Yeah, he just gets up. Shut up.
You didn't hear Jamar just beating up a producer?
His dad voice.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, guys.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see her like a jazz? Ah! Hear a flop.
Yeah, let's get him in here. Yeah, no, Jamal said that, so I could say he looks like we were on the plane, I think. He was,
Yeah.
You're calling him Uncle Phil?
no, he called himself that, and I just took it. He
I
was
just
Dude, I
imagine
love
being like
Phil.
super intense.
no, we were
Uncle
just
Phil raised me, dog.
we were just looking at like the pictures of it, and he's like, "Dude, look at me! I look like Uncle Phil." And I was just cracking up. He's like, "I need to dye my beard or something."
Uncle Phil was a great individual, though. for
Yeah,
real.
I told him he's like, dude, that's actually pretty tight. He's like, well, Uncle Phil's dead. I was like, what? What does that have to do with anything, dude? Dang,
No,
you're getting
but
real dark.
He's just an amazing guy. Like I think a lot of like dads are like, if I could be a dad like Uncle Phil, like I
Oh,
would consider
dude,
it.
changing
Remember how
lives.
dark it got
Yeah.
at dinner?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, try to get him in. Caitlin, can you do that? I'm like in the midst of painting, so like maybe hit him
Yeah.
in chat or something. Get
Um,
their Skype info.
Let me look for his. Do I have him? Oh, I do have him. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah,
let me,
we can.
Frank.
I'm gonna invite you via Skype, Jamara. So let me just add people to this call.
Oh, get in.
Yeah,
Jamara, get in.
yeah. Jamal's
Pop
at
in.
work too,
Just talking about edge control.
doing some more Hearthstone, drawing that Hearthstones.
Nah, dude, I want to see him draw some Shasta Jones.
Yeah.
Shasta
I need some,
Jones.
I need some Shasta in my life. All right, send him an invite. Hopefully, he will join up if he hasn't already. Let me check my text. Make sure he didn't text me. Oh, there he is. The man, the myth,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
The Uncle Phil.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Uncle
Hear you.
Phil in the house.
Uncle.
Tomorrow.
No, we had a name.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting at my desk working, so I can't.
You can't yell.
He can't turn up too much.
Yeah, man. That's what I assumed. That's why I didn't bother. I don't want to bother you, man.
If that's the case, just get JP. Screw it. Whatever. Who else works at Blizzard that wants to get in this call?
Just get everybody.
Just get everyone. Just get Rob Sevilla. Just get anyone that's like there. They'd be like, dude, get to work.
Dude, Rob could totally join. Rob doesn't work. Right now, as we're speaking, he's probably eating a donut. Just sitting at his desk eating a donut.
One day we should try this. We should get one from like Blizzard, one from Riot, one from Naughty Dog, like
Oh, yeah.
one from ILM, and just do like a stream like during
a
the day.
That's a great idea.
Oh, that would
like,
be sick.
like a lunch hour hangout with like industry pros.
That'd be kind of.
Yeah.
Well, what should we call it? Zabi, go. What's the name of it?
Wait. I don't know.
Oh,
Come back to me. Come back to me.
He's never
We call
seen
it.
Jurassic Park. He's not gonna come up with anything good.
We're back at that again. You know
a
what?
lunch,
I'm
a
gonna
lunch
watch it
hangout with
tonight.
industry pros on Skype that you do once a week. What do you call that? What do you call that? Lunch. Just call
Zoe,
it Jurassic.
That's from Jurassic Park, though. If you were curious what song that was.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay. I knew that.
Have you guys watched the movie yet?
What's up?
Have you guys watched the movie yet?
Zabby.
You already know what the answer is.
No, they haven't. But we got it. We bought it for
damn
you.
it,
That's the
Zabby.
problem.
Bought it for you.
No, Denzel has DVDs, so I'll have to wait for him to come over. Maybe
Don't
tonight I'm
blame
gonna watch
him.
it with him.
You just
No, it's
threw
his fault, you know.
He just
It's-
threw
it's his fault.
Denzel under a bus.
Threw him under the butt.
DVD, so
He threw him.
Not the one-
He threw him under a Jurassic Park Jeep right before the
Yeah, I was going to
T-Rex.
say the Jeep, but he wouldn't know the reference. So.
He would understand what part of.
Hey, I remember the Jeeps from at least from the trailer, right?
You never saw a trailer for Jurassic Park. How dare you?
Oh god, here we go. Okay, you know what?
That was
Maybe
before
it's time
your
for me to
time.
go.
Yeah.
I have a bus to catch or something. I don't know.
You gotta go. All right. See you later. Yeah.
No, I was kidding. I was kidding.
Shoot her! Shoot her! You don't know what that's from. That's from Jurassic Park.
Oh god.
you know
Have
what's
ever
funny,
seen
Danny is
Shake and reference of it? No, because you've never seen the movie.
You know this whole event. This whole event, Zabby. You're so worried about if you could. You never stop to think if you should.
exactly. It's funny, Danny, is
This
that
is
I
why
was
I'm
telling
in the
Jacqueline
call.
about it.
Yeah. Watch that movie and you'll know. He left us.
Okay.
He left us.
I was telling Jacqueline about it, and Jacqueline is like not even like a big movie kind of person because she's like a kind of it's a regular person that watches movies whenever she watches them, and she's like, he's never seen Jurassic Park, and I was like, I know, right? And I was like, all right, so what is this scene? And I was like, dish,
Yeah, the water.
dish. And she's like, the water, right? And I was like, yeah. And then I put my hand on her shoulder, and I was like, oh, thank God. And she's like, at first she was like, wait, what? And she's like, oh yeah, because like it's like the arm or whatever. She thinks it's her friend. And I was just like, this is why I love you.
This is why you're a human being.
Oh, I mean, but even she knew of like that shit, and I was like, come on, if she knows, like you gotta know.
You guys already killed me for it. I think it's enough, right?
The best part, Danny, is that Denzel told me that he's gonna watch all the movies super hard, and then he's gonna quiz us and then make us feel stupid. That's what he said.
Yeah, not gonna
That's
happen. And I was telling Kellen when he said that,
Catch
like,
my butt.
Yeah.
Nine. Yeah, nice.
Hey, we have a year.
Get that
We have a year
money.
until you guys come back. We're
This-
gonna watch everything.
this is what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna be so excited about a feature that you never thought. Like, okay, in scene 2 of the third act of the movie, this happened. What was the
And
color?
then
Of
you're
the,
gonna get it wrong.
yeah, it was like, what is the color of the rims? And it's like, oh, it's easy, blue. I have a question for you. What brand? And then you guys are like, damn it!
No.
Yeah.
I think that Danny Levishi should have the movie Jurassic Park playing during his talk next year. Like just it's in the background.
I would love to.
Just have it in silent in the back.
That'd be flattering to me.
You know, maybe we should have a movie session in the event.
We should
like,
have a
all
movie
just
night at Edge
chill.
Control. Yeah.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
watch a movie that came 25 years ago. God damn it. So
We
good.
should do a movie night. I would be down with that because we already had like the stadium seating, so we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
put
it's
on
a
a movie
beach
and we just
style.
draw and hang out.
Yeah, I'm streaming. Can you close the door, sweetheart?
Tell her I say I
I'm
love her.
streaming. Oh, Ken said he loves you, misses you.
Of course.
She went to the bathroom.
She's like, whatever. I'm gonna go.
She's like, slams the door.
I'll see you later.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, movie night to watch classic movies. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. It's not a joke. Though.
There you go.
We're gonna-
Put it on the list.
Yeah,
You got
I'm
Street Fighter
I'll
Tournament?
type it.
Dude,
Wait,
movie
one
Got-
night.
got
In fact,
sketch group.
anybody in the chat, if you guys have any suggestions, anyone who may have went, or people who have not gone but had like thought they had a good idea for what they would see in an event, like put it in the chat. I don't know if you're watching in
Yeah.
the chat. My phone keeps turning.
That's a good idea too. Yeah, if you went to the event and you had some ideas to make it better, throw it out there. And if you've been to events, what are some things that you wanted to see,
What
but you
you've
have yet?
seen in other events that you loved, right? Like there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, or just anything in general. Yeah, I'm down with that. Here, I haven't been reading the questions, but I'll hop on right now so I can read
Yeah,
the
as you
questions.
can see, like my phone keeps turning off. I don't know
Something
what
that
happened.
we did at THU that was cool is we would do those like sketch competitions where you would put teams together and then come up with like a creature or a character, and then have different people switch off. Everyone gets like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to
Awesome.
create that design. I think that could be fun. You get like 2 computers, and then maybe get like a projector, and then put it on that.
Yeah, I'm down for some Fight Club stuff, like fight teams, where it's like you draft your team, and then we just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, Jamara, you were part of the Art Fight Club. Like, I know you can't talk too much because you're at work. Is he even still in the chat?
Nah, I think like
so.
a producer came by and he was like, "Yo, you gotta stop."
I monitor every second, every ounce of what you're doing here, Jamara. This ain't good. This ain't looking good for you, Jamara. What?
Yeah, I'm down to do like some live competition stuff like that. That'd be really fun. I mean, we kind of already did that at the Mixers, so it's the same kind of idea. Just have like a kind of a theme, and then we just kind of work on it for a period of time, and then we have to have shots involved. Like every 5 minutes, we have to have a shot. Every 10 minutes, you take a shot.
Drinking and drawing.
Like
Drawing.
like the beer run. That would be fun. Like you do like 3 shots before you have to go up, and then you go and you're just like, you're like real freaking out.
It's kind of like the Social Network when that guy had that coding thing, that coding like battle, and then like every time they had to take a shot, every time they messed up they had to take a shot, and you just keep going to see who finished it first. Yeah, we totally do stuff like that. Wendu says beer pong for a free gummer tutorial. I'm down for that. I'm not very good at beer pong. I'll do Street Fighter, but I don't know. Like, what could we challenge you in, Danny? That would be like your thing. That like if you beat Danny in this, you get like a free LMS book. Like, what's your thing?
I would love to just come up with a character on the spot and then see who comes up with the best one. But then I don't know. Alex and I do this thing called whiteboards where AJ, you've seen them.
Yeah.
Where we'll just take time. Like I'll start off a little drawing, and then he'll come in, add his little part to it, and we'll just write off each other's drawing. And we've come up with some hilarious drawings, and I think that would be fun too. You give people you put them on a timer for 15 minutes, and just see what people come up with. Kind of put in teamwork effort on it. I think it would be cool.
All right. I figured you're gonna be like, I'll fight someone. It's like you beat me in a fight. If you beat me in like a brawl, I'll give you MLS book. He'll be like, what?
If you get mad and dead eyes from a bar, then yeah, I will get angry.
AJ, what's your thing that you would have to that someone could beat you at? Like if you can beat me at this, I'll give you a free gummer tutorial.
Oh, speed painting.
Speed painting?
Yeah, do something in 5 minutes.
All right, that's a good. Hey, there you have it, folks. Speed painting. Yeah. Get good at 5 minutes, because next year AJ is taking on all challengers. Me, I suck at art, so I'm sticking with Street Fighter, dude. It worked out well so far. That's all I gotta say. I won't say names, but it worked out well so far.
Wait, did you compete against who wanted to challenge you at?
It was Richie. Yeah, it was Richie.
Was it?
You can ask Richie what happened. It was,
I assumed that it went well for Richie.
No, it was not. It was it was a quick 7-0.
Wow.
It was like it's kind of
spot for Richie.
It's kind of like Oakley. Remember Oakley? I'll put Oakley on the spot. Remember Oakley when he was talking all that shit in Tekken, and he was like, "I'm gonna beat you. I can whoop your ass, bro." And I spent probably a week training for him, having my friend run me through setups, and then I played him and I whooped his ass, and it was so bad to the point where AJ's watching it and he's like, "Wait a minute, I think I could beat you." I don't even play the game. And Oakley's like, "No." And then AJ picks Eddie Gordo and beats him, and he's like, "Dude, I can't beat you." He's like, "You suck this game." And he's like, "No." So to this day, that kind of stuff will happen. So now Richie played good though. So he said he's gonna train. And actually, it's kind of an interesting thing was that while we were playing, he was I was beating him, but I was telling him why I was beating him. And someone thought that was actually a really cool thing that I was telling him why, and I was like, well, when you beat someone, you want to beat them legitimately. You don't want to be you have a extra knowledge on them in terms of tools or whatnot. I was like, so you want to give them all the tools, so that way if you do beat them, then that way it's legitimate. At that point, it's that you outsmarted your opponent. So I was like, the same thing kind of happens. I was like, in art, that's why we share stuff. Like, you want to feel like you're like the best artist, whatever, because you have like a certain brush or a certain kind of program or whatever. So like for me, I don't care about like sharing that kind of stuff. So like while we were playing, I was always kind of telling him like, okay, this is when I come in like this, you have 2 options here, what you need to do. And so then, I mean, he still lost, but now he's like, dude, I'm gonna study up now. And I was like, word. I was like, so next year, it's like you have no excuse. So if I lose, then I lose. Then it's because you outplayed me, not because you didn't know. So I definitely like moments like that when we were playing. So more Street Fighter, more fighting games in general. I think it's definitely fun for the event. What's Zombie? What's your thing, dude? What's your go-to?
What would I give?
Yeah. What is your thing that if we can like no one can beat you in? My guess it would be knowledge in movies. Like no one doesn't know
Oh,
movies.
okay, yeah.
No one hasn't seen movies.
Yeah, how
like
about
I haven't seen movies.
Yeah, how oblivious I am.
I bet you
I bet you I
I'm
don't
so
know.
oblivious. I don't know what movies are.
Yeah, what's that thing? It's a long movie. But I would give, I don't know, whatever it is, I'll find out. I'll probably just give people, like, discounts to events, maybe. That's all I can give to people, right?
It'd be your style. You got some good style in you.
Yeah, it would probably be a hair competition. Like your hair, dude. I was like, man, Zabi's got some nice hair. Like, if I had hair like Zabi, I would be doing the same thing. I'd have it like, kind of curled to the side. I'd always be like flipping my head. I was like, man, Zabi's got some beautiful hair.
Wait, I've been doing that the whole time? I've been, like, curling it?
Yeah.
It's natural, dude. That's natural. I wake up
That's
with
natural? Oh, shit. Then we
Yeah.
can't. He's like, I'm just doing me.
that. Yeah.
The only person that
Me,
has
man.
has nice curly hair is Danny. Like, Danny and Zabi should have like a hair contest. Like, who has the most beautiful hair? I'm not sure.
Zabi's got it. I can't step to that.
I don't know. Dan is quite handsome, though.
Dan is
my
a
gosh.
handsome
You guys
man.
get a room. Get a room.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, well,
Handsome. Yeah. Yeah,
all right, one second. Let me look through this chat real
Yeah,
quick.
you guys do have some beautiful hair though for show. Especially Zabby. Zabby with the
Zabi's got it.
yeah, Zabby's got it.
Appreciate it. I feel like by next event, if I lose all that, you guys like won't even come. It's like, nah, I'm not coming to Toronto.
That's
Like,
true.
You lost that shit.
That's true. It's really true. We're that
Someone
shallow.
said, dude, pin the tail of the donkey.
Oh, maybe, dude. That sounds funny. But what if we did like pin the tail of a donkey, but it's like a drawing. So you try to draw a face, and then there's a feature of the face that's missing, like an eye, and then you have to go draw the eye in the nose or something. But you don't know where the face is at. You just go up to like a whiteboard, and you're like, all right, you got to draw this eyeball.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, it's like a legit thing, and that'd be funny and challenging. So you have to kind of like memorize where you have to walk before you get there, and then try to draw the face on the thing, or just draw a face blindfolded.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna wait. Keep talking. I got Frank Hong Skype now.
Oh, dude.
Awesome.
Accept. Okay, hold on a second. All right, before we're doing that, someone said Jamaro is forbidden from drawing puppies.
Oh, I still want to see that.
That's-
I wonder what
that's
happened
the
to
inside-
that
It's
piece.
the inside joke.
See the pictures of
Y'all
it?
can't have that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the final one yet.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, he was killing it. He was
Yeah, I
definitely
think he
killing
took
it.
the puppies out though. But
All right,
Yeah.
hold on a second. Let me
Is it-
add him to the call.
Is it posted anywhere?
Yeah, he's still
Um,
working on it, I think.
Ah, okay.
It's gonna be
That's
good though
fine.
when it comes out.
Frank,
Yeah,
if you're
but at
there-
the event I saw it, it was like really good.
Oh, Frank.
Yo,
Oh,
can you guys hear me?
We can.
What up?
And then you just hear Frank.
Hey,
All right, let's begin.
Man, so many dead puppies, man. So many dead puppies.
Yeah, Jamaro.
Frank. Never got to say goodbye, man.
Yeah, what's
They parted
up? What's
ways.
up with that?
I don't know. We just all
I
disappeared.
was real sad about
by
it.
then. I know, me too, man. I'm sorry. I love being with you. You're a really cool guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Frank, tell us about your experience, man, with
And so now, Frank, to
edge
give,
control.
My
to give
my
people some
experience?
scope, just before you go, Frank. Frank lives in Toronto, and he is a super accomplished artist.
it's
over there,
it's
too.
crazy.
So yeah, so tell us about like your perspective of it, man.
Wait, hang on a second. I'm getting feedback. I'm actually listening in on the chat as well as I'm talking, so I'm kind of getting
Oh, I see.
asked double questions right now.
Yeah, so mute,
Let me turn this off.
Yeah, mute the Facebook.
because this is live.
All right. Okay, there we go. Now I'm hearing you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's great. The weekend, oh my god, it was like my first time doing a presentation, and then all my heroes are here, and I don't even know what happened. It's just been a blur. It's like a whole buzz.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. I really
You are our
loved it.
hero, man.
It's great.
Oh man.
No, it was a pleasure for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I told you, Frank, that out of all the I've seen a lot of presentations in my career, and you're definitely amongst the best I've seen.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
I'm
It
not
was really
joking. I'm being dead serious. Like, you're definitely.
You made me
amongst the
like
best.
question my life, dude. I was like, you were giving out some quotes, and I was like, dude.
Well, Caleb,
Yeah.
this like a lot of people could make you question your life. I'm just saying.
Oh, whoa!
Oh,
Damn.
Oh.
That's why I love Frank. I don't have a
What's
comeback right
up?
now. I'll come back later. I just don't have.
We're complimenting him. He's like, yeah, you should question more than that, Caleb. Okay. What? I was complimenting you. Oh,
Like perspective. What, dude?
Yeah, but like in the same
Right
way, you guys are making me question my life, yo. It's like I gotta be honest. The moment that I finish the presentation and everyone's clapping, and I'm just playing it off cool, you know. I'm just playing it off. Yeah, whatever. But, man, I have to say thank you so much for the support because I didn't think I could do it that well. I mean, everybody was really in on it, and I'm just having a really good time. Like the whole weekend was like 12 out of 10 for me. I just really was feeding off everybody else's energy, so I was really having a good time.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
cool, man.
You're talking about like fear and stuff, and then dropping like those quotes. I remember like Richie was next to me. Me and Richie looking at each other. We're like, dude, like just dropping some master shit. Like I was like, dude, this guy's
Yeah.
making. He's like, that's in my head right now.
One of my
The guy
favorite
from-
things you said.
Strange.
I'm not sure whether it was yours or not, but one of the things that you said that really was amazing. I remember you said there was a point in your life where you felt like your house was on fire, and you had a cup of water in your hand, and you were thirsty. And I was like, dude, that's like a perfect analogy for all the things that I've been through, right? So what?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy snaps! It was powerful, man. That was like one of many, and I was just like, dude, I was in it.
Caleb,
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it is a personal struggle, and I'm really glad I've gone through that. I feel like having struggled through this kind of stuff just make you a little bit stronger, right? It's like once you know that as your baseline and you can deal with everything else, just a plus. That's why when I meet everybody, I was like, this is way far from where I came from, that I didn't even dream that this could happen.
Yeah.
So that's how I, got so excited.
Yeah, man.
same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was good, dude. Like the whole event was great. I'm glad that you were part of it, and hope for you to be a part of many more, for real.
Yeah.
Someone said Pictionary for artists.
Yeah, that's
That would
good.
get
Oh, right. My friends and I tried that. Like Boris, you know him, HA. Yeah, we tried Pictionary together. It was really fun, especially with drinks. Like you just lose yourself like really fast, though.
Pictionary. You'd be surprised. Sometimes being an artist kind of kills it, because sometimes like whenever I play, I'll get like really detailed, and then I draw it, and then they're like, "Wait, what is that?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And they're like, "I'm like, what? How do you not understand that?" And they're like, "Oh, a jackal, jackal, jackal. It's a jackal." And then like they're like, "Dude, why don't you just draw like this?" And I'm like, "Because that doesn't look as cool."
You drew like an environment. You put out like you
Yeah,
laid
I
out
drew
a
like I drew
perspective
the
grid.
whole rendered environment. I did thumbnails. I did everything.
Like that-
Call outs.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
work.
was drawing stick figure.
Yeah.
Figures everywhere.
Yeah, because like it happened to me in Cranium actually, where like I made the drawing too detailed, and I forgot there's a time limit, and also there are other people like drawing as well. So it was like everyone had their partner, and it was like whoever draws it first or gets the idea first wins. And I was like in my head, I'm like, all right, gotta draw some perspectives, all this stuff. And someone already got it, and I was like, what? That drawing sucks though. And they're like, well, she got it right, and I was like, there you go. I forgot about efficiency. Sometimes you don't have to render things out in order for it to read. So you'd be surprised. Like sometimes artists kind of struggle with simplifying things.
That game is hard for me though, because I'm quite oblivious to a lot of movies and everything. So if you're my
Jurassic Park.
partner, you're automatically gone. You lost.
Yeah, I would just cry because someone said like Jurassic Park dinosaurs. I'd be like, man,
Oh
I'd
no.
just be like, it's that movie you never saw, and then I would just write it on the paper.
I'm glad you're just sticking to Jurassic Park, because there's like hundreds of other good movies I don't know.
No, there's plenty of classics you haven't seen for sure, but we'll be nice.
But I'll be good. By next year, I'll be like caught up on everything.
By next week, you're acting like these movies take like 30 hours to watch. Like,
But I have work. I have like stuff to do.
you can just go home.
Freelance, school.
As Danny, I think Dan Levy said it. He's like, just go home, light some candles, like,
Take
some
off your pants.
boob, and
Yeah.
just take off your pants and just watch Jurassic Park, man.
Yeah,
I will watch it.
Frank will help you out. He'll
Yeah.
He'll
I'll go
massage
to
you.
your place. I'll play it on a screen. I'll massage you.
Oh my god, that is
I said that with confidence.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how things go.
Netflix and chill with Frank Hong.
Right. Just
Frank-
watch the first one. Don't watch the second one.
Yeah.
Or-
Just show you
oh,
all the
the-
best ones.
Yeah.
The classics.
You bought us the first one, right?
Yes, I believe so. It said collector's editions, and there might be all of them. But if there are,
Oh,
just watch the first one and then burn the rest. Just throw the rest in the fire. Yeah, but
Okay, then. Okay.
but it's good, man. I'm excited about the whole event. I'm excited for next year. I'm excited in general for you guys. I heard Johnny was going to make a sketch group.
Yeah.
Frank. So that's
And
cool.
I'm not sure yet, but I think it's called Sketch Bananas.
That's cool. I'm down with that.
But yeah, we're just gonna hold that off for now until we release it.
All right. Yes, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. You just need to start it, and then the next thing you know, it's gonna be a thing. Some of my students started like a brainstorm sketch group, like the people that because some of my students go to brainstorm classes with John Park and James Pake,
Right.
and they started their own sketch group out there in LA, which is really cool. And most of my students are a part of that. And so it's just like just get it going. It's like all you
It'd be
need
cool
to
to
do.
have.
Yeah.
It would be cool to have Brainstorm come over to Toronto too one day.
Yeah, that would
we
be
can ma-
amazing.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Like
If James, if you're watching this, John
Alright.
Parker.
yeah,
I
Come-
love
Cars
James
would be
Peck. I
cool.
love James Peck. He drives the M3. That's crazy. That's my favorite car.
oh yeah.
There you go.
I'm like way into cars.
So we can't fly James out. He has to actually bring the car. He has to drive.
He'd drive
I'll,
over the ocean.
I'll fly.
Or
No,
ocean. There's no
We'll
ocean.
fly
between
his
us.
car too.
Forget that.
fly his car over. We have
Yeah.
good tracks
His
here.
car
We're
over?
all sport.
That's when you know Edge Control's balling. They're like, dude, they flew James Pake's car. That doesn't make sense. We could,
have them sit in the car.
Oh, we will. We will.
That's a dream. You just put that as thing like dreams.
that's the goal on their
Bucket
they're to be able to fly James Pake's car to Toronto. That's
Not-
the goal. Once we get
Not
that,
James,
everything's
just his
done.
car.
Just
Yeah.
there.
There's,
Once
there's
that
a lot to
happens,
do.
there's no more. We're done. No more
Just-
events. We've achieved it. Next thing.
Yeah, right. What's on the list of things of life to do? James Fake's just like, hey, like, what? Why don't you want me to go there? No, just your card, bro.
Just
Your
the
car is
car.
cool. Yeah,
We
you
just,
can learn a lot from it.
just drive it into the ocean. Or drive
It's like
it
the
into
helicopter. What the what? And someone like puts that chain that hooks onto the car. What the heck? Just flies off.
Yeah.
He'll be driving and I'll just be picked up randomly.
Yeah,
and
picked
I'll
up.
be Toronto.
Hey, what the? I gotta go to class.
Yeah, Edge Control's all about surprises.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyhow,
Coming through the roof.
I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon so I can get back to work. But was there any questions that you saw that we think we can answer that are or any kind of
let's
comments or yeah, I normally check, but like right now, for whatever reason, my phone keeps on.
I know. I've been watching it. I haven't seen anything.
All right. Well, is there any questions now before we go? Did anyone have any questions for me, Kalen, Dan?
Said he's
Sabby?
moving to Toronto anyway. He's like, "F you guys, I'm moving to Toronto."
Who's moving to Toronto?
Jamaro, Uncle Phil.
Oh, I know why.
Uncle Phil. Yeah, Uncle Phil's gonna be moving.
Uncle Phil's gonna be it.
We're-
Hell
Oh, that'll
yeah.
be sick.
There you go. I told you, man. Toronto's nice, man. Like I think all of us at one point were like, I could live here. Like you're just kind of walking by. We're like, I could see myself living here. It's very like, it's a very nice place. So,
It is a hub for a lot of artists, and a lot of things are starting up in Toronto. Like the sketch group Johnny will, Crush Visual. That's cool. We need that. We need more of that.
You guys need studios out there. There's no reason why y'all can't have like some badass. You have so many artists. I'm like, why aren't there more studios out there? You guys
we have North Frontier, Crush Visual, but I have to explore the other ones. Like I'm pretty sure there's a lot more. Ubisoft is here too.
Yeah. Well, Ubisoft guys came out and they were all super cool, chill, and super talented and skilled. Man, that was really awesome to meet some of those guys. So I was definitely having a good time.
Yeah,
So,
it was good.
Definitely want to get some of those guys involved next year. I want to see some more Toronto talent. I mean, if they're as good as Frank, then
they're all better than me.
well, there you go.
You got Robert Kim from Ubisoft. You got Matt Lau was there at the event. Richie. I'm surprised so many people came out.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk with some of those guys. How did they feel about the event? Did you get a chance to talk with them?
Yeah. Everybody felt it like it's one of the best events in Toronto, and it's probably because we haven't had that many, but it's really
calm down.
Really, like,
Take it
12 out of 10.
Shut up.
You're like, they said it was the best event they ever had in Toronto because it's the only event they had in Toronto.
Yeah, but that's where we gotta start. If this is the start, I'm just not worried. If this is the start, we're gonna go way above.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad they enjoyed it.
We're planning on making it bigger, have more artists come, but we're gonna have a cap on number of people that'll come and just extend the days. Because if the group gets way too big, it'll be really hard to get personal with people. And this event, even if our numbers weren't like enormous, we benefited a lot from like being very personal with everyone, and that's what made it so memorable. I think
it's competitive now.
This event is already huge. It's great.
Thanks to everyone out there.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Was there any other questions? Did you see, Kalen? Otherwise, I'm gonna stop.
Not that I can see.
Cool.
Sometimes Facebook is really weird about that. It doesn't like update. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Sam wrote there's a lot of animation studios. Iron wrote, Danny, what do you think about Overwatch? Probably not the best time to be talking about that because we have to get to go soon.
That's all right. You can answer that question.
Okay, so it says, so Danny, what do you think about Overwatch, and what would you like to meet Arnold Sang, one of the guys who did the concepts for that game? Do you like Arnold Sang, Dan Levisi?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think he's really talented, obviously. I think what they've done with Overwatch is really cool. I was actually talking to JP about it at the airport, saying that, I've always been a Blizzard fan. I grew up on Diablo, never got into Warcraft. But the difference between what Riot's doing in Blizzard is that they've established such a deep universe in Overwatch, and it really attracted me to the game in the first place. So, yeah, I think it's really inspiring. But what was the overall question?
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool to meet him.
Yeah, Jamaro said, just say the word. So
yeah, for real.
There you go.
He's really approachable.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love just to talk to those guys at Blizzard in general. I mean,
dude, we should just get you a tour, dude. When you come down, maybe you can come down one of these days and just get a tour.
Wait,
I want to go. Dang.
You want to go?
I want to go.
Hey, Zabby, why don't you shut up, Zabby?
Okay, bye.
You're gonna go in there. And you're gonna be like, "What is this game? Is this Jurassic Park?" And they're like,
Yeah.
Get out, sir. Sir, can you get out?
Okay,
I'll be like, I'm so sorry. He's Canadian. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, sorry. The Canadians don't get out often. Like half our staff is Canadian. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're right. Zabby is the exception. Sorry, we apologize. It is behavior.
Yeah, it's just Zabby and Denzel. But yeah, there's no other questions. So
Right,
yeah,
cool.
we'll definitely have to do some more of these in the future for sure. So, but yeah, dude, Zabby, I just want to say thank you for an awesome event. I had a great time. It's been in my feed like all day for the past couple of days. That just shows how awesome it was. And I hope we can talk soon so we can maybe start figuring out some things to do it again next year. I think people in the chat would definitely want to go if they could. Because again, we have people fly out from Vancouver that flew up from our side, the same kind of hour flight from so if we come out from that area, y'all can come out.
I think we had more people that don't live in Toronto that were flying out to really appreciate the effort they put in.
Yeah, I was driving this whole car full of people from Montreal, and there's someone from Windsor, Ontario, and then James is from, Victoria, Canada. It's people from all over the place. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, thanks
Definitely a
guys
good time.
thanks for joining in on the stream, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Really
everybody who
appreciate-
was hanging out in the stream as well. I appreciate all you guys. I thought I'd get back into streaming when I got back since I was so inspired. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Love
have
you all.
Any final comments before I close out the stream? I'm probably gonna do one
Well,
again
more
tomorrow.
Zabi, is there anything you need to say? Like, if people, is there any place people can go if they want to give feedback or stuff like that for the event or anything like that?
Yeah, I can put in our Facebook page if you don't like it yet. You can go there, but
Go.
we will make a poll. We'll start a poll for that, and we have a lot of good feedback from the people who
Yeah.
attended too. We have to go
Yeah.
through that too.
Yeah, if you're not following or like the Edge Control Expo Facebook page, definitely do that, because I'm sure that's probably where it's going to be, where they're going to have the future updates for what's going to go on, for next year. So definitely follow it, throw it in the chat. That'd be great, man.
Yeah, I'll do right now.
All right. See you.
All right.